The question below comes to the mind of everyone at some time or the other. What controls what I do? I, my brain, or God? The question vanishes when life is at its best. Its return when life becomes miserable and we become totally helpless. The question keeps haunting us and forces us to try to find an answer at all costs. Which of the three is the actual controller of life? I, brain, or God? God is the first choice. It is a universal belief and it has withstood the test of time. However, God does not give us what we pray for. We have to accept whatever we get. This makes us wonder whether God is just an delusion. According to science, the brain controls what we do. Science has mapped the parts of the brain which feel and move each and every part of the body. However, there are some unanswered questions. We can't feel or control our brain. It also supposes that we are just a passive spectator in our own body. Control by I can be demonstrated to others. We can prove that we can do what we wish to do. However, control by I is just an illusion because we have to avoid situations in which we will not have control over what we do. Can all the three kinds of control be correct? Muscles contract in two distinct ways. In isotonic contraction the muscle shortens and this brings about movement. In isometric contraction the muscle tone increases but the length remains the same. Isometric contraction can't bring about movement but can facilitate or retard it. Muscles contract in two distinct ways. In isotonic contraction the muscle shortens and this brings about movement. In isometric contraction the muscle tone increases but the length remains the same. Isometric contraction can't bring about movement but can facilitate or retard it. If the point of isometric contraction of the unified muscle raises from feet to head, the idea will become an action. This conversion of idea into an action occurs in 7 stages. If the point of isometric contraction is below the feet, then it is controlled by brain. If the point of isometric contraction is between feet and head, then it is controlled by God. If the point of isometric contraction is above the head, it is controlled by I.